Summer school and fun don't seem to go together, but at a new program in the South Bronx, kids are doing just that. CBS 2's Vanessa Murdoch paid a visit to the Summer Quest program to see exactly how much fun they're having.
Baby, you're a chlorophyll. You're taking water, sun, and carbon dioxide.
Rising third grader at PS5, Jaden Barker sings a familiar tune, one that's igniting a passion, not for fireworks, but for plant cells and learning. He's voluntarily participating in a Summer Quest.
But the bottom line also is having fun. It's summertime. We should be having fun. And if we're able to blend in the ability to continue to learn and be prepared for the start of the school year, then the children are benefiting tremendously.
What's the best part about coming here every day?
And then we exercise to read. Yeah. And go to the gym, have fun.
The goal of this new pilot program, to stop summer brain drain and close the achievement gap. Those in attendance are
students who don't have to go to summer school, but still may not be at what we call a proficient level.
13 schools partnered with nonprofit organizations to develop 5 weeks of enrichment. PS5's partner is LEAP, which stands for Learning Through an Expanded Arts Program.
We're trying to not only help them retain all the things they've learned, but begin to excel and learn more.
Unusual teaching techniques are used.
We're gonna make a vine. We're making one.
6-year-old Diana Ramirez started speaking English less than a year ago.
Many of the children in this school, English is not their native tongue. It's a language they don't speak at home. And so here they become very verbal.
And their vocabulary grows.
They feel successful, that they're actually really learning, that they can't wait to get into the classroom.
In the South Bronx, Vanessa Murdoch, CBS 2 News.
Where was this program when I was a kid? More than 1,200 elementary and middle school students are participating in Summer Quest. The program is entirely privately funded. Leticia Rosario is the principal of PS 218, a participating school, and Maritza Arroyo Diaz is the executive director of Bell, Building Educated Leaders for Life, one of the nonprofit partners that collaborates with them. Ladies, welcome to the both of you. Quick question, does Katy Perry know that her lyrics are being basically collaborated with the periodic table?
I don't think so.
As long as it's being put to good use and the kids are learning, right? Well, welcome to the both of you once again. Sounds like a great program. And let's just talk about the genesis of all this. When did it come about? How long has it been up and running? And let's just kind of talk, we're also going to talk about as we move forward the future of this, but let's start at the beginning.
Sure. So it started about a year ago in discussions with Chancellor Walcott and several other people in terms of addressing the summer learning loss. And the Fund for Public Schools has been working, I think, maybe 9-10 months to raise private funds. It was a competitive process. There was a request for application, and I believe there were 47 applications, for 13 were awarded, and we were one of them with PSIS 218.
And how have the kids responded? Because the pictures we're seeing right now, it looks like they're having a good time and they're singing, so...
They love it. At my school, I have 120 kindergarten through second grade students who otherwise would not be in the summer program because parents can't afford a camp or would not have this experience. And at 5:30 at night, they still don't want to go home. And that speaks to the program and what they're doing and what they're engaged in.
How important is it, though? Especially, we hear of all these stories of so many kids getting into trouble because, well, whether they're engaged in the act themselves, whether they're innocent bystanders, and there's a constant call out for, hey, we need some community programs where these kids can be, where they're in a safe environment. This seems to be one of those safe environments where these kids are together and they're also learning too, which helps. The mind doesn't go dormant all summer.
I run a kindergarten through 8th grade school, and having a place for kids to go where they're learning, where they're being stimulated both intellectually and physically is so key. I'm a Bronx kid myself, born and bred, and there wasn't these programs when I was in school. And my parents couldn't afford to go to summer camp. So here's an opportunity for our kids to not lose the learning that they have gained in the 10 months of school and still get these experiences where they're able to do things that they wouldn't normally do.
Good to hear that one young lady who's improving on her English in summer. I mean, I think a lot of parents feel, hey, as soon as June rolls around, the kids all they're going to worry about is just being in the beach or in the pool, and the learning kind of goes out the window for a couple of months before they have to restart the engines in the fall. Let me ask you about some of the, we talk about this being entirely privately funded. Other groups like Bell and like LEAP that we're talking about, how just important is it to get so many people involved in this, so it's not just incumbent upon the schools to make this happen?
Oh, it's extremely important. To run high-quality programs requires money, and luckily we have tremendous support, from philanthropy, corporate and private funders, and we also get a lot of support via districts, in school partnerships, as Principal Rosario and us have.
Yeah, it's from a standpoint of how we move this forward and how we make it bigger. We're talking about 1,200 kids that are involved in the program right now, and I'm sure everyone has their eyes on expansion. Is that a safe guesstimation right there? How big can this get?
Ooh, I hope it gets as big as possible. There's so many children that need it here in New York City. It's first year of a 3-year pilot, and my understanding is that we want to double the size for next summer, and then probably triple it for the third summer, and then based on all the data that's captured, then maybe it can become a citywide New York City DOE program.
Yeah. And what are the parents, as far as not only just the parents, but the kids collectively, what has the response been and the reaction you've been getting?
We have waiting lists to go into the program. I mean, parents were very eager to get their children in. This is an opportunity for them to know that their children are in a safe environment where they're learning, where they're growing from experiences. And this is something that most parents can't afford to do on their own. So on that level, the parents were ecstatic. The other level too, the kids, as I mentioned before, they come in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, and at 5:30, 5:45, when we're dismissing, they're still on beer. Nobody's running out the door. And it's really amazing to see.
So is that something you might be thinking about, cots overnight, sleeping bags, some tents maybe?
We're exhausted. We're exhausted. I stay often till the end of the day. So my day starts at 7:30 and I'm still there at 6 o'clock. But you know what? They keep you going. And whenever I get tired, I just walk into one of the classrooms.
If you're a teacher and you're watching, let me ask you this. The summer is for a lot of teachers and principals. Okay, it's time to sit back and I'll call you in August and we'll start working on the fall curriculum. But this is a lot of work for everybody.
It's a lot of work. It's something with that you really have to be committed to, and it's something that I knew when I started this process with Belle that it would take a lot of my time, but it's important to the kids.
Yeah.
And being a Bronx kid, this is where I want my kids to be.
Is it tough to convince the kids that, hey, it's not just school? It's a little bit more fun than the normal school year, but you're still going to learn something here.
Yeah, well, so there's this whole process about outreach from parents and children, and so part of what we talk about is not only that they'll be learning, literacy and math, but that the enrichment is really fun. And we've got robotics, you've got creative arts, step, hip-hop, it's just a lot of fun.
A lot of elements to bring everybody in and make everybody happy. Ladies, thank you very much. Leticia Rosario with PS 218 and Benito Arroyo Diaz, the Executive Director of Bell Building Educated Leaders for Life. Ladies, thank you very much. Stay with us. We'll be right back with more on Your